Susanna? Sila, watch out!
Susanna?
Wow, what are these? Machines? Humans? Or Grey Serpent's secret weapons? Whatever they are, they're heading over here. No, they are seeds of ideas. Why are that woman's subordinates here? Sila. It's because you talked about that troublesome woman last night. Now look, her strange little minions really appeared. But according to Brownie and the rest, hair shouldn't even be on Earth anymore. Well, aren't we on Earth now? What should we do, Sila? These things look really dangerous. Sila, Susanna is in a helpless panic. Let's get rid of these seeds of ideas first. Can't be helped. Let's get this over and done with. The strange feeling is...
这种奇怪的感觉是... 准备好了吗？要跟上节拍哦。
It's finally over. Susanna panted heavily, her face pale. Yeah, but... we didn't exactly defeat those guys. They just disappeared mid-battle. You think so too? I thought that you'd finish this mission with ease, but things are more complicated now that hair has something to do with this incident. Do you think she's Great Serpent's ally? They're previously cadets of the World Serpent after all. Maybe she's secretly helping Grey Serpent with his self-modification. It's hard to say. I suspect that woman is too whimsical to help an old comrade just for old time's sake. She won't join a project that she isn't personally interested in. It's hard to imagine that the wish of a mere Grey Serpent, just one of dozens of them, is enough to pique her interest to help. Perhaps they have grander plans in mind. The modification of Grey Serpent is just the first step. I say you go back with Susanna and report the situation to the two professors first. Things are looking uncanny now, and I have a bad feeling about this. Or rather, a strange frustration. Sila, she's worried about us. Sila, I understand your concerns, but we're one step away from our target. If we turn back now, it'll all be for naught. And if hair is really relevant to this case, we are also responsible for investigating her involvement. Forget it. I can't always act on my thoughts alone. But you must stay away. You don't know what hair sent her minions for. Right now, she has an edge over us. Yeah, we'll be careful, Sila. Sila, are you alright? You've been silent this whole time. Or rather, you've been talking to yourself? I'm fine. I'm just thinking about the enemies we encountered. They're not simple. Huh? Do you know where they are from? Sila nodded and gave Susanna a simple explanation about hair. To think that it will be a leader of Project Stigma. The ability to catch dreams and those servants that are called seeds of ideas, they sound like a huge pain to go up against. Yes, so we must be extremely careful from now on. She knows more than us after all. But we can't give up now. Let's continue toward the location that Grey Serpent was spotted at. Our priority isn't arresting Great Serpent now, but to investigate the situation. Yeah, after that had happened, please give a simple report to the professors of Anti-Entropy and Jigsaw HQ. Roger.
向逆商的博士还有天命总部都做一下简单的汇报。明白。
Before the future becomes the past, the purpose of everything significant always seems elusive and unpredictable. Initially, potatoes and tomatoes were meant for ornamental purposes in Europe, and the steamer was actually meant to remove excess water underground from mines. Or perhaps, consider the underlying meaning behind a famous work about a white animal. And doubtless, my going on this whaling voyage formed part of the grand program of Providence that was drawn up a long time ago. It came in as a brief interlude and solo between more extensive performances. Just as how it took 28 chapters of the book to show that the deranged captain met his end with his prey, the strong will behind that trivial anomaly would only reveal itself after a long time. At least now, to those unexpectedly caught up in this, Sila, Susanna, the two anti-entropy professors, and even the mastermind, Great Serpent. They still lack some requirements to find out the truth. According to the coordinates Sora-chan gave us, Great Serpent should be hiding nearby.
根据小空给我们的坐标，灰蛇应该就潜藏在这附近。
There he is.
可是
Sila, look, his body barely changed from the last time we saw him. Yes, it seems like he hadn't had time to complete his self-modification. Why whisper? You have already seen through my plans. And you guys have an extremely talented informant. To think that you'll find me so quickly. Of course. Did you think that hiding in the old city area would help? The two of you from the Jigsaw Special Search Team always manage to surprise me. If we were somewhere else, perhaps I would open a bottle of wine in self-pity and congratulate you for completing your mission. Cut the nonsense. We won't let you run away this time. Give up resisting. Sorry, but it's hard for me to comply. I want to struggle a little more. I said halt! Quick, give chase. It's her subordinates again.
又是玉兔的手下，小声。 拜托了，另一个我真拿你没办法。和我一起战斗吧！是。
Give up, Great Serpent! You have nowhere to run. Is that so? Then should I reward you two with a bottle of wine, just like I said I would? Why does she still seem so relaxed? Is he plotting something weird again?
这家伙怎么还是一副游刃有余的样子？
Because of unknown reasons, Hair is helping you right now, isn't she?
因为某种不为人知的原因，此时此刻
What if I say no?
是这样吧，灰蛇。
如果我说
For example, do you think that hair ever helped us back when we're executing Project
过去
Stigma?
在圣痕计划执行的时
Isn't
候，
she a leader of
你认为
Project
雨兔
Stigma?
帮助过我
Huh. That woman only works for what interests her. She doesn't even deem Sire
那
important.
个女人
Why would she
只会
offer
为
to
了自己
help
感兴趣
me?
的事物行动，她连尊主都不曾放
But
在眼里，
judging from the
又怎么可能
results,
主动来
your
帮助你？
conclusion isn't
只
exactly
不
wrong.
过从结果上讲，
All in all,
你们的看
I don't
法
care what hair
谈不
wants
上
to
错。
do.
说到底，
As long as the
我
outcome is
根本不
favorable
关
to
心雨兔
me,
想做什么，
I'll happily
只
go
要它
with the
产生的影
flow.
响对我有利，那我又何
Such
不
as
顺势
now.
而为，因势利导呢？比如说，
The one to
此
be
时此
caught
刻，
doesn't seem to be me.
捕まるのは私ではない。
This is the Sea of Quanta.
ここは粒子の海。
The looming rain subsided. The sky and buildings faded away. The surrounding scenery quickly changed, as if an intricate layer of shell had been broken, revealing the true contents within. What's going on? Susanna rubbed her eyes roughly. How did Nagazora change into this? Is this some sort of optical illusion? Holo projection? Hypnosis? Where did Grey Serpent go? Did he escape again? Susanna, calm down. Sila, but where are we? In the blink of an eye, we... Unlike Susanna, Sila was very familiar with the place they're at. She understood instantly that the scenery before her was no illusion or scheme, but a space that truly existed. This is the Sea of Quanta. Sea of Quanta?
量子之海，
What?
量子之海
The Sea of Quanta, where different universes simultaneously exist,
就是那个
where everything becomes a mess, where it's really difficult to get
各
out
种东西都
from.
变得乱七八糟，找不到规律的。一旦踏入
No, that's not the
就很难
problem.
出去的量子之海
Weren't you trapped in the Sea of Quanta before?
不是这个问题。量子之
Yes,
海
I once entered here because of an accident and drifted between the multiple universes for a long time.
进入过这里，
Speaking from personal
在这个夹缝中
experience,
漂泊了很久。
even though it seems absurd, we are definitely in the same situation as I was back
但我们
then.
现在确实
But we
身
were
处于
just
和
in
当时相似的
Nagazora.
境界
I remember Master Rita said that the criteria to enter the Sea of Quanta are actually very stringent. Even if you use specialized facility like Eye of the Deep, you're not guaranteed to
这种
succeed.
专门的设施
It can't be that Grey Serpent threw us in here.
不能。
From what I know, Grey Serpent don't have that
据
ability.
我所知，
And according to Grey Serpent himself, it seems like he only utilized the phenomenon created by
似乎
hair,
只是利用了
not
雨兔制造的某种现象，而非
what had happened just now quickly flashed through Sila's mind. They had already forced Grey Serpent into a corner, but suddenly fissures cracked the surrounding space open. By the time they realized it, they were already in the unreachable Sea of Quanta.
裂隙。
Wait, fissures. A few vague memories flitted through her mind.
苏珊娜，我想问你一个问
Susanna,
题。
I have a question.
什么？
What is it?
当我们在长空室展开调查的
When
时
we
候，
began
你有没
investigating
有
in
看到过什么
Nagazora,
奇怪的东
did you
西？
notice anything strange?
奇怪的东西。
Strange?
下
Sila, why are you suddenly bringing up paranormal stories? I'm not good with this topic.
不是的，
No, actually, Sila told Susanna about how she had seen mysterious fissures multiple times.
第一次是在安全屋里，
The first
我以
time
为
was
只
in the
是
safe
桌子有了
house.
裂痕，
I
并没有
thought
在
that the
意。
table had
第二
cracked,
次
and didn't pay much attention to it. The second time was in Ciara's home's courtyard. I had a strange dream after seeing it too. And the third time was when we were addressing Great Serpent just now. Once that fissure appeared, our surroundings distorted and transformed into a space in Sea of Quanta. Huh? Fissures? Susanna gave it a thought, but eventually shook her head. Sorry, I don't remember seeing anything like that. But if such abnormal things had happened before, getting worse each time, why didn't you discuss this with the professors? That's because Sila opened her mouth to answer, but an unsettling feeling stopped her. She realized that she didn't have to answer to that question. Susanna is right. Why didn't I talk to anyone about a weird phenomenon? I seemingly treated it as something trivial. Why? Sila felt more and more confused. It was as if she had fallen into some intricate and elusive trap. But at that moment, Sila, I think something's wrong with me. Susanna, what's wrong? Why are you so pale? I don't know. Did I eat something bad today? I was feeling a little dizzy when fighting against those seeds of ideas. It's finally over. Now that discomfort is getting more intense in this space. Feels like I'm getting airsick. That's strange. I remember, unlike Teresa, Susanna should adapt well to the Sea of Quanta. Why is this happening? And how I didn't report about those strange happenings. Sila, do you notice anything wrong? This Sea of Quanta is really weird. It's weird indeed. I'm glad you're alright. No, strictly speaking, I feel different too. Are you feeling sick too? Not in that sense. Or rather, in a way, I'm faring better than ever. It might scare Susanna, but after we do this, she might feel better. Oh, don't get too shocked either, alright? After all, as another Sila, this was the second time she showed this kind of power outside her soul. The first time was many years ago when facing Bronya. Unfortunately, Sila saw her as a devil then and caused a ridiculous misunderstanding. Truthfully, this was a failed attempt at awakening. But this time, it's completely different. After all, we can separate easily in this space. Am I too dizzy? Why are there two Silas? Yep, there has always been two. Looks like it really is hallucination. Ouch! That hallucination smacked her head heavily. Huh? You dummy, are you awake now? This air sickness is slowly subsiding, but there are still two Silas. Of course, you feel better now because I came out of Sila. Simply put, when the three of us exist independently, the sea of quanta can form a stable formation around us, like a triangle that cannot be deformed by external forces. Whether it's Susanna's dizziness or Sila's acknowledgement of the fissures, they're both effects caused by this space. Great Serpent said that the effect that hair caused were advantageous for him. Was he referring to this? Are we affected by hair's illusions? Isn't that obvious? A great serpent who seemed to know all the anomalies, Sila strangely let her guard down even though she noticed the anomalies, and Susanna who didn't notice the anomalies that restrained her. Clearly, the effects depend on the individual, which means those fissures, are they trying to separate us? Probably. Although I'm not sure what can be achieved by doing this. Maybe Hair only wants to show her trails to non-humans like Great Serpent. What a weird woman. Wait! You all have said so much. But can someone tell me why there are two Silas here at the same time? To think that it's something like that. I'm sorry, I never had the chance to tell you before. Whenever you saw me stare into the space, I was actually talking to this Sila. Haha, you two got along very well. Of course, we've always been together since a long time ago. Enough, let's cut the chase. We told you why there are two Silas. As for why there are two Silas here at the same time, I'm not sure either. Huh? Don't get me wrong. What I mean is, I don't know why that mastermind, probably Hair, would put in all that effort to create an area where an existence with no tangible body like me can move around freely. As I've said just now, it's probably because she's weird. But speaking of no tangible body or non-human, the past Project Stigma does fit these descriptions. Sila, are you saying that Hair actually hasn't given up on Project Stigma? I don't know. But we can't stay here for long. Right now, only our past experiences against Project Stigma can help us get out of here. A lot of bubble universes float in the sea of quanta. They are like shadows of the real world, or some concept of parallel universe. If we can't find the route back to reality for now, maybe we can search for bubble universes that we can interact with. Then we'll figure out their relationship with the real world's coordinates. Which means we're actually lost in the sea of quanta now. Dummy, you got it backwards. Getting lost is inevitable because it is the sea of quanta. Unless we can use the necessary facility like Durandal to anchor our coordinates to the real world. Of course, it's too late to talk about all this now.